Call of Duty Zombies is at the lowest point it's ever been, maybe besides Vanguard Zombies. Views are down, player count is down, and interest as a whole in zombies is very low. A lot of people just blame this on the modern zombie system. They say the game is just Warzone zombies, and it would be a lot better if we just had a Black Ops 3 Zombies sequel. And while I do agree that games like Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 2 Zombies are a lot better than the modern zombies games we have today, I'm not just gonna blindly hate on modern zombies. I actually think that every zombies game should be different from the games before it. I mean, even look at the best zombies game of all time, Black Ops 3 Zombies. If you really take a step back and look at it, it's a lot different from Black Ops 2. So in this video, I'm not just gonna tell you that modern zombies is bad because you don't spawn in with an MR6 and have a 4 perk limit. I'm gonna tell you what's actually wrong with modern zombies. Like I mentioned, I believe every zombies game should be unique compared to the zombies games before it. After all, zombies is a very simple PvE game mode. You kill zombies until they kill you. And because of that, every zombies game needs to give people a reason to play it besides just the average PvE experience. It could be a cool story, a cool Easter egg, fun weapons to play with, or even a fucking car. Without adding new, unique features to each zombies game, every zombies game would feel the exact same. It would just have different maps. So Treyarch went ahead and made 3 zombies games that feel the exact same. They just have different maps. In my opinion, the biggest issue plaguing Black Ops 7 Zombies is that it feels almost identical, especially to Black Ops 6 Zombies, but also to Black Ops Cold War Zombies. And players are leaving the game not because it's a bad experience, but because they've already experienced it before for the past 2 Call of Duty games. I mean, honestly, think about the changes that have been made in the 5-year gap between Black Ops Cold War and Black Ops 7 Zombies. The big ones I can think of are the introduction of Cursed Mode and Directed Mode, HUD customization, and removing rare salvage from the game. Just for reference, there was a 4-year gap between Call of Duty World at War and Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Think about some of the changes that were made between those 2 games. Pack-a-Punch, named characters, an entire zombie story, and Easter eggs. The Zombies game mode that we fell in love with didn't even exist in Call of Duty World at War. It was made over the course of years of development and unique changes to each subsequent game. Some of those changes stuck and became staples in every Zombies game after it, and some didn't and are just cool, unique features that each game has. Or they were really bad features that no one wanted to ever see again. But this is where the real issue lies: the lack of change in the past 5 years from the Zombies developers. It's the reason that Black Ops 7 Zombies, despite being the undisputed best modern zombies experience, is the worst performing out of all 3. If you would have told someone during Black Ops 6 that the new zombies game would have 2 great maps and a really fun classic style challenge game mode, they would have never guessed that it would be the worst performing zombies game ever. And the reason it's performing so bad and it's the lowest point zombies has ever been at is because Treyarch has made the same game 3 times in a row, and zombies fatigue has taken over and interest in the game has just fallen off naturally. There is only so much of one repetitive game mode that people will continue to play, and on top of that, Treyarch picked the least popular zombies formula to marry themselves to. The majority of zombies players want classic style mechanics, but Treyarch instead decided to continue to develop the clunky Warzone style mechanics. And the community is not happy with that decision. If you play a game of Black Ops 3 Zombies and then go straight to a game of Black Ops 6 Zombies, there will be a noticeable difference in how the game feels. And it's not like new Call of Duty game different or new Zombies map different. It feels fundamentally different. And for the longest time, I felt the same way, and I could never quite explain what that difference was. I just knew it felt different and more like Warzone. And that is because, starting with Black Ops Cold War, Treyarch ditched their own dedicated engine and instead started using the universal Call of Duty engine, the IW engine. And this engine was created by Infinity Ward in 2019 for Modern Warfare 2019, which is why modern zombies feel so much like Warzone and Modern Warfare. This isn't really talked about in the zombies community as one of the reasons zombies started going downhill, but it's probably the biggest and most noticeable difference, even if you don't know how to explain it. Zombies used to feel like a mix of multiplayer and campaign. Like you're fighting these zombies, but it's also cinematic and there's a story in the background. But now with this new Warzone and multiplayer feeling engine, it just feels like you're running around on a Warzone map killing zombies. Now, why would Treyarch switch zombies to this engine? I mean, honestly, it was to save money. That's obvious. But some other answers might include having everything on the COD HQ, making it easier to implement new Call of Duty features into Warzone. And yeah, that's it. That's actually all the reasons I have. But the two things I just talked about are only symptoms of what is wrong with Call of Duty Zombies. The real, actual reason for the downfall of Call of Duty Zombies is... To really understand what's going on with Call of Duty Zombies, we have to go back to Black Ops 4 Zombies. See, Black Ops 4 Zombies was the most anticipated zombies game ever. When they dropped that Blood of the Dead trailer, it was like Avengers Endgame trailer level of hype. If you became a fan of zombies after Black Ops 4, that might not make any sense to you because of how Black Ops 4 ended up turning out. But if you were around at the time, we thought this game was going to make zombies like one of the biggest things ever. Black Ops 4 Zombies was the zombies game that was supposed to put zombies on the same level as multiplayer. And Treyarch knew this too, and the amount of content they were releasing reflected that. 4 launch maps, trailers, music videos, celebrity casts, and 2 zombie storylines happening at the same time. They were going all in for Black Ops 4 Zombies. And then we all know what happened. Black Ops 4 came out, the HUD was bad, the perk system was bad, and the reception just wasn't what they thought it was going to be. Which, I mean, I don't know why they thought the decisions they made in Black Ops 4 Zombies were going to be received well. Like taking out all of the perks that we actually like and use, replacing them with a whole new set of random perks, the HUD just looking, it's just, Black Ops 4 is a whole nother video. But when looking back at Black Ops 4 Zombies, you can find the moment when everything started going downhill for zombies. If you go back and play all of the Black Ops 4 Zombies maps up to DLC 2, you'll notice that they feel so grand and produced and detailed, and that a lot of effort and attention was put into these maps. The maps are so intricate, the story feels very intentional, and you can tell a lot of development and money has gone into making these maps. They really just feel like they're good zombies maps on a bad zombies game. And then you get to DLC 3 and DLC 4, and you can tell that something has gone wrong behind the scenes. Short, animated cutscenes with not a lot of talking, the maps feel dull and lifeless, and everything just feels like it had a little less attention put into it. That was just a long way of me saying, Activision cut funding to zombies halfway through Black Ops 4, and it has never recovered. And that is the reality of Call of Duty when it's owned by a company like Activision. Activision fund and produce Call of Duty to make money. They're a business, and everyone knows that. And Call of Duty Zombies just serves as a harsh reminder that no matter how successful you think your game is going to be, the funding is going to flow to where the results are, not to where the potential is. Ever since Black Ops 4 Zombies, the game mode has been in a paradoxical loop. Not a lot of people are interested in zombies, so zombies gets less funding. And with less funding, the developers make a game that is not as good, and in turn, people are not as interested in that game. This is the issue with Call of Duty Zombies at its core. Activision is giving the developers the lowest amount of money they've ever had and expecting them to use that money to revive a dying game mode. This is why we've seen things in Zombies like the ability to use operators that you buy from the store in Zombies, or the removal of Liquid Divinium and Nebulium Plasma, and instead just straight up Gobblegum packs, because Liquid Divinium and Nebulium Plasma had too much RNG associated with them. You could get a Perkaholic for like $1, whereas now they can put a Perkaholic in the item shop and you have to pay like $15 for 2 of them. So what does this mean for the future of Call of Duty Zombies? How is the game mode ever supposed to get better if they aren't given the resources to make a better game? Well, in my opinion, there are 3 very unlikely scenarios and 1 probable scenario that I think needs to happen. For the unlikely scenarios, there are 1, the old Call of Duty Zombies games like Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 2 see a huge revival, kind of like what happened to Star Wars Battlefront 2 this year. And that shows Activision that people are interested in the classic style of zombies games, and they give more funding to the developers to make a game like that. 2, one of the maps in Black Ops 7 Zombies is so unbelievably good that it revives the zombies game mode, and Treyarch continues the modern zombie style because they found a way to have success with it. Essentially, doing a dying wish on the zombies game mode. And 3, Jinxie revives COD Zombies, I don't fucking know. The realistic option is that Treyarch takes 2 or even 3 years off from making a Zombies game mode, and they spend those 2 to 3 years developing a polished, breath of fresh air game mode that's not like classic Zombies, and it's not like modern Zombies. It's its own good, detailed, developed game mode. And I know what you're all thinking, if Treyarch takes 2 to 3 years to release the next Zombies game mode, we're all gonna have to play The Reckoning for those 3 years, but fine by me. All that matters is that Treyarch releases a Zombies game mode that you can feel the effort in. You can feel the love for the game like we used to get with Jason Blundell. Treyarch has been trying for the past 5 years to force the community to fall in love with a game mode that it feels like they don't even really love themselves. I think it's time to scrap the modern Zombies formula and do something new going forward. I'm not even saying we need a Black Ops 3 sequel, just something new going forward that has heart behind it and a long development process that leads to a detailed, good game. And I think that is the only way to save Call of Duty Zombies from zombies fatigue. Thank you for watching.